months as they are beyond you.
What's up, Skullheads? The Skull is back with another review, and today we're going to take a look at the Marvel Legends Stan Lee figure. Now, this is a Target exclusive. It came out last month in June. Again, that's when it came out for the websites. I got mine off of Target's website. Again, with this unfortunate of the beer flu going around, I don't know how well this figure's been distributed. I still have not seen him show up in stores yet. But I haven't checked in a while, but hopefully this should still be up on their website that you guys can order. But let's take a look at the packaging here. You can see Stan Lee. He comes with his shield, and this is a briefcase. He can't hold this. And this shield, though it has a signature and it's got that nice paint detail on it, all it is just a reuse of the movie Captain America shield. Let's take a look here at the side. Excelsior. And on the back, you got a nice picture of the figure here and the first Avengers poster. And now, let's turn this back around here. And now, let's actually take a look at this guy. And now we got Stan out of the packaging here. Pretty good likeness, I have to say for myself. I've been waiting for this figure ever since the one screenshot of the supposed this was going to be he was going to originally be a Build-A-Figure. In the there were a bunch of 2-packs released about a year ago. Or actually 2 at this point. It was like a Black Panther wave. It was actually a Black Panther 2-pack. It was Killmonger that was unmasked, and I can never remember the character's name because it's how interested I was in the Black Panther movie. But the guy who played Bilbo in the Hobbit movies, his character, they were going to be there. I think it was, I can't remember what the other 2-pack was, but either way, he was supposed to be a Build-A-Figure. And there were problems with, that was around the time too when Stan was having legal issues with his lawyer, who was doing a lot of dirty shit and taking advantage of Stan in his weakened state, and the whole battle with his daughter trying to get her dad away from the lawyer, but which I do believe, unfortunately, exacerbated Stan's worsening condition and led to, unfortunately, his death. But anyway, besides that grim stuff, let's just take a look at the figure here. He has decent head articulation. He's on a ballpoint, so you could pop his head off, but you could also probably pop it on any other figures. Let's just get that back on here, but he's got double jointed elbows, swivel out the bicep, full 360 rotation. He's got a decent ab crunch. He can swivel. This is really nice. Double jointed knees. I really don't like the ankle articulation here. It's kind of stiff, and I wish they would have had like a boot cut so you could like swivel it here, but fortunately not. He swivels at the hips, and if you actually have a chair, he could sit down pretty decent, and bends here. But anyway, let's back this up here. But just looking at it, it is a very, very good likeness of Stan Lee. Again, I was so happy when this figure was announced. I wanted a Stan Lee figure, and then even more, due to his untimely passing, I thought, man, this is going to be a hard one to get, and unfortunately, with the outbreak of this beer flu, I think it's going to be a tough figure to find. Hopefully you guys go out there and you can find yours, because this is a really, really cool figure. I don't know if can my camera pick this up, but his glasses, they got it just, every time I look at this figure, I just smile. I really do. I hate saying like celebrities are your heroes, or I feel like I really don't have a lot of heroes, but I always loved Stan Lee. He was always present in my childhood when I'd watch the old Spider-Man cartoons, or even, I used to have a tape of the Pride of the X-Men, the ABC pilot, and Stan introduced that. He introduced Spider-Man and His Amazing Friends. He was on the Hulk cartoon. Stan was in a lot of stuff with Marvel, and I grew up with Marvel. I like DC, but I'm a Marvel kid. If I had to choose a side, I grew up with Marvel Comics. I love the X-Men, I love Spider-Man, and it's all because of this guy. Again, he does have a little trouble standing. Again, if they would have just given him like I guess it'd be like a calf articulation to like just swivel it a little bit, he'd stand a little bit better, but there we go. I got him to stand there, because pretty much also too, this Stan Lee, the articulation is pretty much a reuse of other figures in this line. Like, here's the Tony Stark. It's pretty much the same buck, except it's like the same pants, it's a different shirt and a different jacket to make it look like Stan's typical jacket, but it's pretty much almost the same. Hands are in the exact same positions, except they changed the sculpting of the hands a bit. But it's pretty much the same figure, but they've reused this figure for Coulson, Nick Fury from the Carl Manvers film, and even Bilbo's character for Black Panther. They've reused this, which is it's a good figure for just like normal civilians that aren't like buffed out like all the other characters. But anyway, this is a really good figure. The accessories, I wish they would just left the shield out, and the briefcase he comes with, he really can't hold it too well. But if I had to rate this, which I don't like rating figures, but if I had to rate this, I do it as a 9.5 out of 10. It's just, I'm pleased with this figure. I'm glad I have it. In a way, I can now honor Stan Lee, I feel. And again, if you're just a fan of the Marvel movies, he'll fit in with your movie collection, and really, he'll fit in with other figures here. Because here we got Stan posed with some of his best creations, if I do have to say. So people might ask, why isn't Captain America in here? If you gotta know, Stan didn't create Captain America, but here he is next to Spider-Man, Doctor Doom, Incredible Hulk, and Iron Man. So, I'm going to end it here, guys. Just, again, if you could find this figure, he is a Target exclusive. Check online or go in the store. Again, in my area, I have not seen this figure pop up yet. Again, hopefully he's still available online, but again, I just don't know how distribution is working now with the whole beer flu stuff going on, and just hope you guys can get him. He's a really great figure, and he will fit in with your collection. So this is the Strange Skull signing out here, and be safe out there, and beat the scalpers. Take care, guys.